Okay, so welcome everybody at the end of our first virtual Portsmouth Maritime Folk Festival. And thank you to everyone who's been here and everyone's helped with that and presented at it, hosted at it, and so on. So we're moving on to our final session. This is actually our sixth Shanty BigSing. And it's a wee bit different from the ones we had before, which have been a specific song. So we thought that it would be great to have any song today that mentions rounding the Horn. Yes, I do have to tell my story about how I went round Cape Horn 3 times, and it was rough every time, and I never once got to land. But I got some marvelous pictures, and you know the wall of water that goes up 50 or 60 feet, so it's amazing. So today, this is our finale for the folk festival. It's been running, or maybe is still running, in person and partly live streamed over in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and our virtual folk festival and all of our Shanty BigSings have been sponsored by the Portsmouth Maritime Folk Festival. So many thanks. And one or two board members, as well as myself, are here today. And just to mention that next up we have Johnny Come Down, or any of the Johnny Come Down to Hilo or Hilo family songs. That will be Thursday the 27th of October. As probably you all know by now, but in case you don't, the idea just started quite innocently and with Jim and I exchanging some verses of the Santiana Shanty, my second favourite shanty, and the idea of actually sharing shanties on a single song theme grew out of there, and we've had great fun with it. We've actually sung the single shanty Santi Anna, Rao Grand, Shenandoah, Sally and Shallow Brown, and most recently Reuben Ranso. So we're working our way through them. So as usual, any version of this song is more than acceptable. That may mean similar versions. It may be people meaning the same song, but everyone sings it differently. That doesn't matter. Partner, duet, small group singing is great. Listeners are very welcome. Instrumental versions. Yes, absolutely, Dave. You're very, very welcome to just listen. We love listeners because we all like to sing. So versions in any language are welcome, as are parodies. We do understand that shanties are of their time, but we do ask people to refrain from the particularly misogynistic or racist shanties and words. And if you're not sure, you can always check in with us and we'll give you some views. Please put a bit about your song in the chat. We normally try and harvest a document which talks about, a sentence or two about your song, not War and Peace, but not nothing either. And we are recording the session, so if you don't want to be recorded, please turn your camera off. And if you've got more than one song, that will be equally welcome. We're quite happy to sing till late. And then I would put that together. We put the songs on YouTube with a wee bit about the song in the credits, and credit to the writers of the songs and yourselves as the singers. As usual, Jim will say a wee bit about his discoveries about songs as we go along, and I think that's probably, and oh yes, and it would be really, really helpful if you would post in the chat your permission to YouTube your performance without edits or anything else. That would be helpful because it saves a lot of chasing up later. And if people don't permit their performance to be included in the YouTube, it actually has to be edited out, which is long-winded and expensive. So if you could do that as we go along, that would be grand. And I think that's probably it. Have I forgotten anything I have to say? Those of you who've been to many of these before, what?
Are we who is doing the numbering if there is?
Sarah is doing the numbering. So you'll have a number which is like 01E and then your name. And as I said, the numbers will get to you. So just to say it again, the numbers will get to you. Everyone will have a chance to sing. If you need to leave early, please say, and we will change the numbers. Okay? Just put it in the chat and we'll pick it up.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. I think it's time to kick off now. Any questions, just put them in the chat because then we can kind of get going. All right. I'd like to start with one of my favorite shanties, the Rosabella shanty. I rather like this one. It's quite jolly. It does reference going around the horn, and we're going to do a special moment in this towards the end of the song. Jim, who's discovered an extra verse, which I didn't know and I didn't sing, is going to Jim and Jan are going to put in a guest appearance singing their discovered extra verse about going round the horn, which I shall much enjoy. Right, Maha, off we go. One Monday morning in the month of May, one Monday morning in the month of May, I thought I heard the old man say, the Rosabella sails today. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board right down to port, the salt sea Rosabella. She's a deep water ship with a deep water crew. She's a deep water ship with a deep water crew. You can stick by the coast, but we're damned if we do, aboard the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board right down to port, the salt sea Rosabella. Them Bowery girls, they will all grieve. Them Bowery girls, they will all grieve. They've taken my money and made me leave aboard the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board right down to port, the salt sea Rosabella. Around Cape Horn in the month of May, around Cape Horn in the month of May, around Cape Horn is a damn long way aboard the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board right down to port, the salt sea Rosabella.
Around Cape Horn where the dolphins play, around Cape Horn where the dolphins play, yes, around Cape Horn it's a damn long way aboard the Rosabella. We are going on board the Rosabella. We are going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board. We're bound to board on board the Rosabella.
One Monday morning in the month of May, one Monday morning in the month of May, I thought I heard the old man say, the Rosabella sails today. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board the Rosabella. We're going on board right down to port, the salt sea Rosabella. There you go. Shinna. Okay, Maha. Thank you. Thanks very much. All right. So in time-honored fashion, Jim and Jan will be singing the next song. So are you ready to roll with the next one?
Not really, but
all right. Well, do you want a wee bit of time?
No. I've been practicing it, and it still needs practice.
Very good.
But you told your story about going 3 times around Cape Horn.
Yeah, it was in February, I have to say. Maybe this was my mistake. If I'd gone round in May, it would all have been fine.
Who knows? But looking through my various books in Knurrhan, which is the German shanty collection, I found a song titled Cap Horn, and it talks about going around Cape Horn in, let's see, going around Cape Horn 3 times. And so let me quickly, let me get my keyboard here. I will quickly post my clumsy translation into English. Yeah. I asked a German friend to translate it for me, but he wasn't sure himself because it's dialect. So I hope this conveys the the spirit of it. And now I'm going to yeah, the cheat. I'll just go through the tune once before I sing. Wenn Gott will rechte Gunst erweisen, dann schickt dreimal Kapon. Dort will seine Wunder erweisen, dort hat es gestern in von. Wenn dann die Seen überwachsen, bald mal zu Gott die Nähe. Wenn beides Meeresstumpfen sausen, wohl durch die Lüfte greift die Böe. Wenn Jan mal dann nach oben kartet und Wassersäulen ihn umfällt, dann hört man wie ein Flügel wettert, doch niemals hört man ein Gebet. Ist man zum Beiren dann gezwungen, hat man schon einen hellen Zorn. Den Frommen wünschen sich empfunden, hol dich der Teufel, o Capron. So ist es immer noch geblieben und bleibt bis in Ewigkeit. Dort hat so manches Schiff getrieben und treibt so manches Schiff noch heut. Yeah.
Thank you, Jim and Jan. Lovely. And
I'll say just a wee bit before going on, which is that I've discovered that there are lots of shanties with just a line or two mentioning Cape Horn, but the whole purpose of the story is something else. But when trying to find how many of those I could find, I actually found a couple of songs that were more about Cape Horn. And we'll get into that later.
Thank you. I think when Jim and I were discussing it, that's exactly what we did discuss, that there are a lot of songs which have a single line of mentioning going around Cape Horn, and that's kind of about it. So there you go. The shanty that talks a lot about Cape Horn is yet maybe to be written, or even maybe Jim discovered. So thank you for that. Always good to hear some of those discoveries. Right, so I think we have next Tony Becker singing, and then Beth Seckley and David Kidman. If you don't want to sing, please post it in the chat or put a 99 in front of your name, and we'll try and catch up with that. So it's great for people to come and listen. That's lovely. So Tony, what would you like to sing for us?
I actually put something in front of my name, so I'm not singing.
Okay, right, thank you. Thanks anyway, but lovely to see you. Beth Seckley, are you? We've got a double screen, so it's difficult. It's more difficult.
I'll sign off with. I'll sign off with the other one. You'll get better sound from number 26.
Okay, we'll try and remute you. That's not going to work, is it? Beth, if you're coming in on another device, I think you were originally number 4. So just let us know when you can come back on another device. That device doesn't sound good. We had a washing machine noise, that horrible one. Right, let's
I'm
pass
here
on
and I
to.
can be number 4.
Sorry?
I'm here and I can be number 4 if that works, or
Oh,
whatever you want me to be.
that sound is much better. Yes, you were originally number 4. I think because you dropped out, you lost
Let's
your
go back
number.
to the song.
Okay,
Yeah,
would you like to sing now, Beth, whilst you have a good sound, and then we'll move on to David?
that would be wonderful. In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away, in South Australia, round Cape Horn. Sing with me, bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away to me, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. As I went out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, it's there I met Miss Nancy Blair, bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, to me heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. I shook her up, I shook her down, heave away, haul away. I shook her round and round the town, bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. And as we wallop round Cape Horn, heave away, haul away, you wish to Christ you'd never been born, bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away to me, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away to me, haul away. Haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia.
Lovely, Beth. I always particularly like that one, which when it talks about walloping round Cape Horn, I always think this is an appropriate use of language. So I particularly enjoyed that.
Now remember that you've been around Cape Horn personally.
And you certainly wallop around it. And in fact, you roll and pitch and hold on to anything that moves. If you're lucky, successfully. Right, Maha. So let's move on. That was absolutely super. Thank you. Let's move on to Dave Kipman, and then I think Katrina's not singing, so we'll have Phyllis and then Thad and Phyllis. Looks like we have both of you. Okay, so David, it is your turn to sing.
Right, thanks, Lynn. Yes, the obvious Around Cape Horn piece. One of that title, song from the singing of Peter Bellamy, who got it from the Gail Huntington collection. Around Cape Horn. Around Cape Horn all the young men go, and when the young men go away, then all the young girls dress up neat, and they go a-cruising down the street. A right full day, foldy-riddle day, a right foldy-riddle, foldy-riddle day. Now when off to see their sweethearts go, then they must have another beau. To wait 2 years they say they can't, to wait 2 years they say they shan't. A right full day, foldy-riddle day, a right foldy-riddle, foldy-riddle day. Now skein laces long and frills so neat, and bonnets of worked so complete, with their painted cheeks and the curled hair, they think to make the new men stare. A right folly, a foldy-riddle day, a right foldy-riddle, foldy-riddle day. Oh, far from the fields are the young men gone, far from home and all forlorn. They wish to the Lord that they'd never been born, to go a-cruising round Cape Horn. A right full day, riddle day, right, riddle, riddle day. Now when those young men, they do get home, this is the story that they do hear. Come along with me, you need not fear, for no one has courted me this year. A right day, riddle day, a right riddle, riddle day. Then a bright false smile they like for to wear, bright false curls in their long false hair, white satin slippers with a silken bow, to take those young men all in tow. Right day, riddle day, right riddle, riddle day. Now to conclude and to end my song, there's women that tell me that I am wrong, but if by chance they find it's right, and they may sing it from morn till night. Right day, riddle day, right riddle, riddle day. For around Cape Horn all the young men go, when all the young men go away, and then all the young girls dress up neat, and they go a-cruising round the street. A right day, riddle day, a right riddle, riddle day, right day, riddle day, right riddle, riddle day. Yeah.
Thank you, David. Great song. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've inserted a couple more numbers because some of you will recall co-hosts can't easily be assigned a number and have to number themselves. So we're putting in a few more numbers now. Okay, so up next we'll have Richard and Marie-France. Richard and Marie-France, are you going to sing a song together or two separate songs? Okay, Richard and Marie-France.
Just me, I think, yes.
Just Marie-France, okay, that's fine. And after you, Phyllis, and then Sad and Phyllis, and then Vanessa. Thank you. Right, Marie-France, and thank you for your help today.
That's okay, thank you. This is Shanty, which is a windlass. I learned it from a vinyl. I'll put the detail about the song itself later, but what I'll put now is the title and the two chorus lines. And they're basically talking about the captain and his daughters, and it mentioned the Cape Horn. So I'll let you guess I'll let you hear where it is, and I'll tell you what I find at the end where it was. As-tu connu le père Winslow, hardi les gars, Virogando, un capitaine des grandes eaux. Give me some time to blow the man down. Quand il commande son vieux bateau, hardi les gars, Virogando, armant ton pêche au cachalot. Give me some time to blow the man down. Sa tête est toujours au capot. Hardi les gars, Virogando, et n'a jamais qu'un œil de clos. Give me some time to blow the man down. Il donne à boire à ses matelots. Hardi les gars, Virogando, un grand coup de barre dans le spec, dans le dos. Give me some time to blow the man down. Notre sera, mais pas les eaux. Hardi les gars, Vérogando. Et le race des cachalots. Give me some time to blow the man down. Et la trois filles qui font la peau. Hardi les gars, Vérogando. L'une à Paris, l'autre à Bordeaux. Give me some time to blow the man down. La troisième à Valparaiso. Hardi les gars, Vérogando. Peut-être aussi rue du Rouleau. Give me some time to blow the man down. C'est pas de la chair pour Jean Matelot. Hardi les gars, Vérogando. Faut pas se frotter au père Winslow. Give me some time to blow the man down. Car au Cap Horn il fait pas chaud. Hardi les gars, Vérogando. T'auras l'abri d'un cabillaud. Give me some time to blow the man down. Mais quand t'auras passé Rio, Hardi les gars, Vérogando, tu pourras compter ton magot. Give me some time to blow the man down. Ce sera pour Nantes ou pour Bordeaux. Hardi les gars, Vérogando. Adieu la barque et ses tonneaux. Give me some time to blow the man down. I hope you heard the Capone.
It was lovely. A tune that's different from the one that we perhaps commonly know. So thank you very much, Grand.
Yes, yes, it is. I was quickly reading on the vinyl. I'll put more detail. But Winslow was actually a British guy. Well, it's a deformation of a British guy who is
a ship owner.
Yes.
One of the things that sometimes Jim and I have noticed is that the variation can be in the words, or it can be the tune, or as well as in the style of singer. Right, so that's lovely. Thank you. We'll pass on now. Right, Susan.
Okay, I live in New York State, the north coast of the United States, near the Great Lakes, and I've chosen a Great Lakes song which mentions Cape Horn. It's a long time ago, and the notes say it. The words went back and forth into lumber camps as well as on the lakes. A long time and a very long time to me way, hey, a long time and a very long time, it's a long time ago. A long time and a very long time, way, hey, down to Frisco Bay, the clipper ship lay, way, hey, the crew came on board and they all were drunk, way, hey, the whiskey they had, the ship would have sunk a long time ago. She sailed away on a summer's day, way, hey, she was decked with flags like a bride so gay, a long time ago. She rounded Cape Horn with her royal set, away, hey, she was driving bows under the sailors all wet, a long time ago. Around Cape Horn where the wild winds blow, away, hey, around Cape Horn through the sleet and snow, a long time ago. The wind from the southwest blowing a gale, away, hey, a clipper ship was a crowding the sail, a long time ago. She was leading right over from even keel, way, hey, and the captain was logging the man at the wheel, long time ago. A night on the Cape I shall never forget, away, hey, the captain, she was running 16, the mainsail set, way, long time ago. Oh, I had a letter from a Yankee girl, away, hey, A sweet little letter from a Yankee girl a long time ago. She promised that she would marry me away, hey, that's a long time ago and a very long time, a long time ago. Thank you.
Oh, fab, Sue. Yeah. So we got a lake song and reference round the horn. Perfect choice. Well done. Thank you. All right. So we'll move on to Dave G, and then we'll have Jan, if he's willing, and then Dave R. Thank you. Just looking for Dave G, number 10. No, can't see him. All right. Let's move on and we'll come back to Dave G if he's still there. Jan, are you up ready to sing?
Yeah, I'm ready to sing. And like you, I've been round the horn, but on a cargo vessel from Australia, Wollongong, Australia, steel coils, round the horn up to Bahia Blanca in Chile. No, not Chile. Never mind, to Bahia Blanca. And it's not nice, and not with steel coils. It's not like a passenger ship or anything. We're moving a lot, so I don't want to go back. But this the Banks of Sacramento, it is in the Stan Hugel book on page 98. And I learned some of the verses from an old captain who was sailing on the sail ships. He's not living anymore, but he used some of those verses. So I'll sing on the Banks of Sacramento. Oh, around Cape Horn we're bound to go, to me old day, to me old day. Around Cape Horn through the sleet and snow, to me old day. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. Oh, around the horn with the main skysail set, to me hold down, around Cape Horn, and we're all wringing wet, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. Oh, around Cape Horn in the months of May, to me hold down, to me hold down. Oh, around Cape Horn is a very, very long day, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. To Sacramento we are bound away, to me hold down, to me hold down. To Sacramento is a hell of a way, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. Santander Jim is a mate from hell, to me hold down, to me hold down. With fists of iron and feet as well, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. Around the horn and up to the line, to me hold down, for we are the bullies to make her shine, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. 90 days to Frisco Bay, to me hold down, to me hold down. 90 days is a damn good pay, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow, for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. Oh, them was the days and the good old times, to me hold down, to me hold down. Back in the days of the 49, to me hold down, hey. Blow, boys, blow for California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, on the banks of Sacramento. Yep.
Oh, and Lynn, do we have a minute or two for that Jan could tell us about the Cape Horn Society?
Oh, sure, that would be great. And have you noticed how every time we get these round the horn shanties, it's always a hell of a long way, you know? It's like a sort of floating verse, isn't it? Yeah. But no, please do tell us about it.
Because it is.
Well, I should
I
know.
can tell you a little about it, because
Yeah.
in 1936, there was a group of 7 to 8 captains who had been sailing regularly around the Horn. And they founded a club in Saint-Malo in France. And that club was living until a few years ago. And a good friend of mine, he was head of the Danish chapter of it. But in that club, that's one of the towers of the old fortifications. You can see a map with all the fastest trips around the Horn and all the worst of them. And it was quite normal that they spent 2 to 3 months to get around the Horn. 1 mile forward and 2 miles back, and 3 miles forward and 1 back. 2 to 3 months to get around the Horn. So it took a long time. Yeah.
And the membership?
Oh yeah, the membership, I forgot about it, because the captains there, they were called albatrosses. That was the finest, because you passed on a cargo vessel without any engines, only for sail. Then they were going to die out. They said, okay, if you have been a deckhand, if you have been a mate, and then later became captain, then you were called a mollyhawk. And now, the latest years, there were some, they were let in the club, but they were called the Cape Doves because they didn't have the right qualifications. So the Cape Doves, that was a newer member, but now it's closed. And when they had their meeting in Saint-Malo, the last member, he wrote in the book, Stephanie, and now all their museum, everything is gone to the Naval Museum in Saint-Malo.
Thank you.
Very interesting, Jan. Thank you. Would you like to put a wee bit in the chat about that, you know, or email it to me for the document? It's really interesting.
I think I should email it, because I had my friend who was a captain. I was sailing with him for 6-7 months, and he told me about it.
So email it to me and I'll include it. Thank you. All right, Maha. So let's move on. That was lovely and very interesting. So up next we have David Rabinowitz, who is also working hard today as a volunteer. And then after Dave, we'll have somebody. And then after that, we'll have Ed Harper and Eleanor and Sam. That'll be the two turns for the two of you. Okay. So next, Dave, what have you got for us today?
Okay, I'm going to have to go very quickly because I have to host a meeting at 2:00. But anyway, this is another song that mentions Cape Horn, and this is set back during Prohibition. If you go to Detroit, Michigan, and go due south from Detroit, Michigan, you end up in Windsor, Ontario, in Canada. And this is a song related to that. Oh, Windsor is a lovely port we're proud to sing about. There's a warehouse full of whiskey, though the Yankees do without. And when customs asks us where we're bound, we ship our oars and shout, we're bound for Valparaiso in a row. Boat, pull your oars, we're on our way. With 1,000 quarts of whiskey bound for Valparaiso Bay. And we haven't no intention to see the USA. No, we're bound for Valparaiso in a row. Boat. Some say that for an ocean trip our craft is very small, but we bold Canadian scads don't fare a little Cape Horn squall. And we're deep, and a deep sea schooner's just too big to shoot Niagara Falls. No, we're bound for Valparaiso in a row. Boat, pull your oars, we're on our way. With 1,000 quarts of whiskey bound for Valparaiso Bay. And we haven't no intention to see the USA. No, we're bound for Valparaiso in a row. Boat. Though Michigan is very near and Chile is very far, we are expert navigators, we can steer by any star. But the cat pissed on the sextant and we don't know where we are. We're bound for Valparaiso in a rowboat. Pull your oars, we're on our way. With 1,000 quarts of whiskey bound for Valparaiso Bay. And we haven't no intention for to see the USA. No, we're bound for Valparaiso in a rowboat. We sailed for Valparaiso 27 times this week. But every time we've gotten to the mouth of Muddy Creek, we've had to jettison our cargo cause the oarlock sprung a leak. Oh, we're bound for Valparaiso in a rowboat. Pull your oars, we're on our way. With 1,000 quarts of whiskey down for Valparaiso Bay. And we haven't no intention for to see the USA. No, we're bound for Valparaiso in a rowboat. Now some sing of Vancouver, of St. John and Halifax, but those salty water cities, they have nothing Windsor lacks. We've a dory full of whiskey and the muscles in our backs, and we're bound for Valparaiso in a rowboat. Pull your oars, we're on our way. With 1,000 quarts of whiskey bound for Valparaiso Bay. And we haven't no intention for to see the USA. No, we're bound for Valparaiso in a rowboat.
That was fabulous, Dave. It reminded me of how my husband dissuaded me from the idea of going in a rib boat out to see St Kilda. An open rib, that is, you know. He was dead right, of course. I hadn't been out 3 hours on open sea and 3 hours back. And St Kilda seas are close to the Horn in terms of their vertiginous seas. Thank you. That was an absolutely super song, and thank you for all your help today. Much appreciated. And we'll let you go with 1 minute to go to host your next meeting. Thank you. If anyone else has a time constraint, please do say in the chat or just jump in. Right, Maha. So we'll go on. I don't see a 12, but we do have number 13, Ed Harper. Ed.
Hi. Yeah, if you're looking for bad seas and large waves, you could try coming to see Cape Clear in the winter. We can usually manage 10 to 15 meter swells.
How many of us can you accommodate to see the swell?
Well, I have a goat house.
All right. We'll let you sing Cape Horn song from yourself then. Thank you.
Right. I'd be amazed if people don't all know this, but it's the only one I know that mentions Cape Horn. The interesting thing about it, though, is that there's a verse in the middle of it, which is after 32 days at the door of a bar. And interesting because there's, as far as I know, there is still a visa, an automatic visa for seamen. As long as you stay in the port in which you arrive in the States, you can stay there for 31 days. Then you have to move. And that's still the case as far as I know. Well, the last time my son was looking into going to the States. Anyway, when I was a young lad, I sailed with the rest on a Liverpool packet bound for the northwest. We anchored at last in the harbour at Cork, and then we set sail for the port of New York and its row. Row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. Now, that for 32 days we were hungry and sore. The winds were against us, the ocean did roar. But at Battery Point then we anchored at last, with the jib boom hove in and the canvas all fast. And it's row, row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies, they've got us in tow. Now the boarding house masters, they were on in a trice, swearing and promising everything nice. And one fat old pimpy got cotton to me. He says, lads, you're foolish to follow the sea, and it's row. Row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies, they've got us in tow. He says, lad, I've a job as is waiting for you, with lashings of liquor and bugger all to do. He says, me young man, won't you jump here too? And I said, you old sod, why I'm damned if I'll do. And it's row, row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies, they've got us in tow. But the best of intentions, they never goes far. After 32 days at the door of a bar, I tossed off me liquor, but what do you think? That cunning old bastard put drugs in me drink, and it's row, row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies, they've got us in tow. Now the next thing I remember, I awoke in the morn on a 3 skysail yarder bound south for Cape Horn, with me 2 pair of oilskins and 3 pair of socks, and me 6 quid advance in the foot of me box, and it's row, row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies, they've got us in tow. So come all you young fellas as listens to me, keep your eye on your drink when it's given you for free, and pay no attention to runner nor whore when your hat's on your head and your feet's on the shore, and it's row, row, bullies, row, them Liverpool Judies, they've got us in tow. Thanks.
Perfect choice, Ed. Thank you. Excellent one. And how interesting it is that people have discovered so many round the horn songs. I was making a list, and I'm pleasantly amazed at how ingenious everyone has been, and introduced some wonderful songs that are new as well. Right, at least new to me. Okay, so up next we have, now Margaret has to go, so I'm slipping her in now, hope you won't mind. She has beamed in from Australia, so I think that special arrangements are definitely in order. So we're going to have Margaret first, then we'll have Eleanor and Sam, Gwyneth, and then Sarah. I think that's just going to more or less reach everyone who's got a time constraint, but if time is running out, then please do speak. Okay, so Margaret, the floor is yours.
Hi, I've got not a shanty, but a verse by Cicely Fox-Smith, put to music to a tune he learned from me, Charlie Ipcar. So this is Lee for Brace by Cicely Fox-Smith. There were 10 men hauling on the lee for Brace, in the wind and the driving hail, with a mile-long greybeards charging by, and a thundering Cape Horn gale. That dark it was, you scarce could see your hand before your face, and cold it was, your fingers froze stiff as they gripped the brace. And Christ said, Dan, for a night in port and a Spanish fiddler's tune, and just one whiff of the drinks again in a Calais saloon. There were 10 men hauling on the lee for Brace when the big seas broke aboard, like a streaming spate, like a foaming flood, both fore and aft he poured. The ship she staggered and lay still, so deep, so dead lay she, you'd think she could not rise again from such a weight of sea. And Christ said, Dan, for a night in port and a Spanish fiddler's tune, and just one whiff of the drinks again in a Calais saloon. There were 10 men hauling on the lee for Bryce, 7 when she rose at last. The rest had gone to the pitch black night, to the sea and the ice cold blast. And one of them was Spanish Pete, and one was Lars the Dane, and one was a lad whose like on earth I ne'er shall see again. And Christ said, Dan, for a night in port and a Spanish fiddler's tune, and just one whiff of the drinks again in a Calais saloon. So I'll heave and haul and tan my wheel and reef and furl with the rest. For wind and seas go on the same, though they've took and drowned the best. And it ain't no use to curse the Lord, no, it ain't no use to moan, for a man must live his life the same and keep his grief his own. So I'll drink my drink and I'll sing my song, and no one'll know but me how a lump of my heart went down with Dan that night in the wild Horn Sea. Cicely Fox-Smith, and the tune's by Jerry Hallam. I'll post that in the post.
Oh, thank you, Morgan. That was wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for staying and joining us today. Yeah, we have 2 people from Australia here, so isn't that fantastic? Well done. Okay, I hope you'll stay just a few more minutes. So let's pass on. So Eleanor and Sam, I think you're up next. Thank you.
Right, just going to sing one song together, put the chorus on there for you. Indebted to Andrew for telling us the latest version as sung in Bangor, which is where we used to live, which was where it was collected. Used to be a lot of Welsh sailors, often they would go onto foreign ships, but a lot of exporting slates to the USA.
Yeah, there's an old sea captain lived across the road from us on
Anyway.
Pie.
Right, off we go then. Bit for you to join in where it's in
The
capitals.
song is called Around Our Horn.
So it's the
Around the Horn.
Dewch Cymru glan round yr afan han, fel bu y hordaeth round yr horn, round the horn, sef y trydydd dydd o'r wythnos, ychydig cyn y cythnos, gan basio greigiau glannau mon. Come Welshmen all and listen to my song, how we sailed our packet round the horn, round the horn. 'Twas the 3rd day of the week, boys, when dawn was just a-breaking. We passed the rocky shores of Ynys Môn. It was the day of sailing, we were bound to leave our homeland. We were heading out to Groan's Green Island shore. The wind was blowing big guns, the sea was running high, boys, a-tumbling o'er the rail with thundering roar. Dewch Cymru glan round yr afan han, fel bu yr odaeth round yr horn, round the horn, sef y trydydd dydd o'r wythnos, ychydig cyn y cythnos, gan basio greigiau glannau mon. Come Welshmen all and listen to my song, how we sailed our packet round the horn, round the horn. 'Twas the 3rd day of the week, boys, when dawn was just a-breaking. We passed the rocky shores of Ynys Môn. We sailed the high seas over, in many a good tall packet, but this was the toughest rounding of the Horn. She was a hungry blighter, a proper sailor's workhouse, enough to make you wish you'd not been born. Del Cymru glan i'r round ar y Ibenhard, fel bu y bodau round the Horn, sef y trydydd difl wythnos, a chydig cyn y cythnos, gan basio glegrain greigiau glanau mon. Come Welsh and all and listen to my song, how we sailed our packet round the Horn, round the Horn. 'Twas the third day of the week, boys, when dawn was just a-breaking. We passed the rocky shores of Ynys Môn.
Round our Horn. Round the Horn.
Thank you very much. That was amazing. And we did say other languages very, very welcome. It's absolutely super. Thank you. All right. So up next we have Gwyneth, and then Sarah and Brigitte. So Gwyneth, it's always good to hear from you. What are you going to sing today? Which version?
Donkey riding. Sorry. Were you ever in Quebec, stowing timber on the deck, where there's a king with a golden crown, riding on a donkey? Hey, on away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. On away we go, riding on a donkey. Were you ever round Cape Horn, where it's always fine and warm, seen the lion and the unicorn, riding on a donkey? Away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Ho, away we go, riding on a donkey. Were you ever in Cardiff Bay, where the folks all shout hooray? Here comes John with his 3 months' pay, riding on a donkey. Hey ho, away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Hey ho, and away we go, riding on a donkey. Were you ever in Vallepo, where the girls put on a show, waddle and dance with a roll and go, riding on a donkey? Hey ho, and away we go, donkey riding, donkey riding. Hey ho, and away we go, riding on a donkey.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gwyneth. A great one. Thank you. Okay. Up next we have Sarah and then Brigitte and Jeff. Right. So Sarah is also one of our volunteers today and one of our magical performers. In fact, Sarah actually kicked off our festival with the first session. So very special person today. So Sarah, your song.
Thank you, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. So I'm just going to do the song that I did at the Sept today because it does mention Cape Horn. So this is from, this is Go Down Ye Blood Red Roses from the film Blow the Man Down, 2019, 2020, which Dave Coffin is singing in the film, does a beautiful job, and from Moby Dick, 1956. And feel free to sing along on the chorus. All right, let me just give myself a key. Our boots and clothes are all in pawn. Go down, ye blood red roses, go down. And it's flaming draughty round Cape Horn. Go down, ye blood red roses, go down. Oh, you pinks and posies, go down, ye blood red roses, go down. My dearest son, come home from sea. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. My dear old mother, she said to me, go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. Oh, ye pinks and posies, go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. It's round Cape Horn we all must go. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. Round Cape Horn in the frost and snow. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. You've got your advance and to sea you'll go. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. To chase them whales through the frost and snow. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. Oh, ye pinks and posies, go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. It's around Cape Horn you've got to go. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. For that is where them whalefish blow. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. Oh, ye pinks and posies, go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. It's growl ye may, but go ye must. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. If you growl too much, your head they'll bust. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. Just one more pull and that will do. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. For we're the boys to kick her through. Go down, ye blood-red roses, go down. Oh, ye pinks and posies, go down, ye blood-red roses, go down.
Just stunning, Sarah. Oh, we could listen to that 100 times over and it would still be lovely and amazing. Thank you so much for singing that one. Ah, right. Well, we'll have to go on, but it was very, very wonderful to hear that song again. So Brigitte, would you like to sing for us? And then please be followed by Jeff and then Monica and Barry. Thank you. So, yeah, Brigitte. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
So
sorry, Brigitte also did a workshop today where she shared some of her French and, well, various languages, but French and Breton songs particularly. So big thank you to Brigitte for doing that today. Thank you.
very welcome. Now, this is going to be nothing like it because I don't really have songs about Cape Horn. Well, the ones I had have been sung already. So I just looked on the
You're
internet.
welcome to sing them again because you'll sing them differently. You can sing, you know, we don't mind people singing songs again. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, but I actually found something which is called Swansea Town that mentions Cape Horn. Does anybody know about Swansea Town mentioning Cape Horn? But I'm only just improvising the song. If I do the other one, okay, I'd rather do something I vaguely know. This I don't know at all. I just like, okay, just give me a second, then I'll just go and get something. I think it's, I was away looking after my bicycle outside when somebody sang that. So let me get this up because I need the words. I'm sorry. It's just not the kind of stuff I sing normally. So I think it was sung by the people from Belgium. Okay, I'll post something in the chat afterwards. Adilega virogando, goodbye, fare thee well, goodbye, fare thee well. Ardilega, adieu Bordeaux, hurrah, au Mexico. Et au Capone, il fera pas chaud le way. Et où la chalet, à faire la pêche, au cachalot. Al matelot et ho hissé ho. Plus d'un y laissera sa peau. Goodbye, fare thee well, goodbye, fare thee well. Adieu misère, adieu bateau. Hurrah, au Mexico. Et nous irons à Valparaiso le way. Et où la chalet, où d'autres îles seront leurs eaux, al matelot et au hisseo. Ceux qui reviendront pavillon haut, goodbye, fare thee well, goodbye, fare thee well. Ces premiers brins de matelot, hurrah, au Mexico. Pour l'aborder, ils seront à flot le way. Et où la chalet, bon pour le rack, la fille le couteau, al matelot et ho hissé ho.
Bravo
Brigitte.
Ah, si, bravo, très bien, merci beaucoup.
And I'm sure it was sung before.
Ouais, c'est d'accord avec nous. Merci.
Okay.
Okay, merci beaucoup. So we'll move on to who's next. Jeff is next, and then Monica and Barry, either one or two songs as you prefer, and then Benoit. All right, so Jeff, yourself. Thank you.
All right. This one, I'm afraid, will be a bit rough, for which I apologize, and it doesn't have a chorus. But I've been looking for an excuse to sing it, and I just realized today that this is that excuse. So, the gallant frigate Amphitrite, she lay in Plymouth Sound. Blue Peter at her foremast head, for we were outward bound. We was waiting there for orders to take us far from home. Our orders came for Rio, and thence around Cape Horn. When we arrived in Rio, we prepared for heavy gales. We bent on all new rigging, boys, and likewise all new sails. From ship to ship they cheered us as we did sail along, and they wished us pleasant weather in the rounding of Cape Horn. But while beating off Magellan Strait, it blew exceeding hard. While shortening sail to gallant men, they fell from the topsail yard. By angry seas the lines we tossed from their poor hands was torn, and we had to leave them to the sharks that prowl around Cape Horn. But when we got round the Horn, me boys, we had some glorious days. And very soon our killick dropped in Valparaiso Bay. Them pretty girls come down in flocks, and I solemnly declare they're far before your Plymouth girls with their long and curling hair. For they love a jolly sailing man when he spends his money free. They'll laugh and sing and merry, merry be, and enjoy a jovial spree. And when your money it is all gone, they won't on you impose, for they are not like your Plymouth girls who'll steal and pawn your clothes. So farewell to Valparaiso, and it's farewell for a while. And likewise to those Spanish girls along the coast of Chile. And if ever I live to be paid off, I'll sit and I'll sing this song. God bless them pretty Spanish girls we left around Cape Horn.
That was great, Jeff. Really lovely. Glad you were able to sing it. I know you've not been entirely well, but that was absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's move swiftly on. I know we still have lots of you who would like to sing, and we want to try and get around everybody. We'll get around everybody. So up next we have Monica and Barry, either one or two songs between the two of you, then Benoit, and then Richard.
Yeah.
Adriana of it. So I'll pass swiftly over to Monica and Barry, one or two songs, whichever you prefer.
Right, well, we're doing two, and I'll go first. I'll sing Alfred by Bill Lowndes, and that mention Round the Horn. So about halfway through. I'll sing me a song of the rolling sky, to the land that's beyond the main, to the ebb tide bell or the salt pork meal, that I'll never taste me again. There's many a night I've lied me down to hear the teat bolgs cry, to a melody sweet with a shantyman beat, as the stars went swimming by. Don't ask me where I've damn well been, don't ask me what I did, for every thumb's a marlin spike, and every finger's a fid. I mind the times as we were becalmed, with never a breath for the sheet, with a red sun so hot that the water would rot, and the decking would blister your feet. And then there's the times as we rounded the Horn, with a cargo of silk for Cadiz. The swell roll was so high it were lashing the sky, till the whole ruddy world were a fizz. Don't ask me where I've damn well been, don't ask me what I did, for every thumb's a marlin spike, and every finger's a fid. Be it spices from Java, or copra from Yap, or a bosun so free with the lash, it were up with the anchor and run out the spanker, and damn it, move faster than that. I've loved proud women from Spain's lusty land, and I've seen where the Arab girl sleeps, and the black girls as well, though they're fiery as hell, have all kissed me when silver was cheap. Don't ask me where I've damn well been, don't ask me what I did, for every thumb's a marlin spike, and every finger's a fid. Lord, how the man's changed from the young cabin boy to the old man that sits on this bench. Now he's too old to fight or to stay out all night in the company of some pretty wench. Just an old clipper man who's long past his best years, he knows that he'll never be free from the smell of the tar that once braided his hair, from the salty old sang of the sea. Don't ask me where I've damn well been, don't ask me what I did, for every thumb's a marlin spike, and every finger's a fid.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Right, and one more from one or other of you. That would be lovely. Thank you.
Right, well, most of me songs are gone, but I'll do one that mentions the horn. It's by Tom Lewis, Sailor's Prayer. This dirty town has been my home since last time I was sailing, but I'll not stay another day. I'd sooner be out whaling. O Lord above, send down a dove with wings as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes who sells bad beer to sailors. Paid off me score and then ashore, me money soon is flying, with Judy Lee upon my knee, in my ear a-lying. O Lord above, send down a dove with wings as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes who sell bad beer to sailors. With my newfound friends, my money spends just as fast as winking. But when I make to clear the slate, the landlord says keeps drinking. O Lord above, send down a dove with wings as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes who sells bad beer to sailors. Well, me money's gone, me clothes in pawn, and Judy said for leaving. 6 months of pay gone in 3 days, but Judy isn't grieving. O Lord above, send down a dove with wings as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes who sell bad beer to sailors. When the crib comes round, I'll take his pound, and his hand I'll be shaking. Tomorrow morn sail for the Horn, just as the dawn was breaking. O Lord above, send down a dove with wings as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes who sell bad beer to sailors. So for one last trip from port I'll ship, but next time back I'm swearing I'll settle down in my hometown. There'll be no more seafaring. O Lord above, send down a dove with wings as sharp as razors to cut the throats of them there blokes who sells bad beer to sailors. Thank you.
Very good. We enjoyed that. Thank you. Thank you both for singing your excellent and very suitable songs. All right. So I just want to mention that one or two people who often do sing had 99 themselves, but you can un-99 yourself by deciding you would like to sing after all. So if you would like to sing, then please do just post in the chat that you're happy to sing after all. So the 99s can change their minds, that's fine. Remaining to sing, we have Benoit, Richard, Storm, Liz, and I think Dave is gone, so possibly then just Liz. So Benoit, Richard, Storm, and Liz. So that then we will all have had a chance to sing, if that's okay. Can we pass over to Benoit? So it's lovely to see you again. What language will you be singing in for us today, Benoit?
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'll sing a version of Rounding the Horn, sung by Albert Lancaster Lloyd. I try to do. The gallant frigate Amphitrite, she lay in Plymouth Sound. Blue Peter at the foremast head, for she was outward bound. We were waiting there for orders to send us far from home. Orders came for Rio and danced around Cape Horn. When beating half my gallant straits, it blew exceeding hard, while shortening sail to gallant towers fell from the topsail yard. By angry seas the ropes we threw from their poor hands were torn. We were forced leave them to the sharks that prowl around Cape Horn. When we got round the island, me boys, we had some glorious days, and very soon our keel dropped in Valparaiso Bay. The pretty girls then came down in flocks, I solemnly declare. They're far before the Plymouth girls with their long and curly hair. Farewell to Valparaiso, and farewell for a while. Likewise to all the Spanish girls along the coast of Charles. And if ever I live to be paid off, I'll sit and sing this song. God bless those pretty Spanish girls we left around Cape Horn. L'albou. That's it. Oh.
Amazing. Merci beaucoup. Merci, Benoit. Okay, I think I've now lost my... Here we are. I found the piece of paper again. So I think after Benoit we have Richard, who has posted what he's going to sing. Thank you. And then Storm and Liz. Thank you all very much. Merci beaucoup encore, mon ami. Right, Richard, at last it's you.
At last. I'm going to sing one of John Short's songs called Sing Fare You Well. And most shantymen would insert the name of the ship that they were on into a song. So I've added 2 verses to the end of this. At High Street Pier, we have the 3-masted ship Balclutha. And in our former Living History program, Peter Kaysen played the part of the cook, OK Pete. And then I found out that the Balclutha has been around the Horn 17 times. So I added that into the song. Fare ye well, I wish you well, hurrah, and fare ye well till I return, hurrah, sing fare ye well, we're bound away, hurrah, and fare ye well, bound away this very day, hurrah, sing fare ye well, as I walked out one morning fair, hurrah, and fare ye well. It's there I met a lady fair, hurrah, sing fare ye well. She winked at me, I do declare, hurrah, and fare ye well. Black as night was her raven hair, hurrah, sing fare ye well. Oh, fare ye well, you bonny young girl, hurrah, and fare ye well, and I wish you well, hurrah, sing fare ye well, oh fare ye well, we're bound away, hurrah, and fare ye well, bound away this sailing day, hurrah, sing fare ye well. With OK Pete to serve as cook, hurrah, and fare ye well. He always gets a dirty look, hurrah, sing fare ye well. Our 17 times our ship's been round the Horn, hurrah, and fare ye well. Around Cape Stiff in this icy storm, hurrah, sing fare ye well. Thank you. Sorry for the mistakes.
Well done, Richard. Thank you. Lovely to hear you as usual. Well done. All right. So we do have Storm and Liz next, and then we did add Rick in, and Trevor has joined us as well. So we do have 4 more singers. Yeah, I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Storm, it's over to you. Thank you, Richard. You need to unmute, Storm, please.
I know, I'm just trying to find my lyrics. They suddenly disappeared. I don't know what happened. Have whoever is after me sing, and I will be after them. Lynn, have whoever's next.
You want to skip a turn, Storm?
Yeah, have the person sing, and then I'll come on because I've got to re-pull up.
Liz, can you sing now, and then you'll be followed by Storm, if that's okay? Thank you.
Sure, that'd be fine. The gallant frigate Amphitrite is really out on a tear tonight. I know a sort of Tramps and Hawkers tune, but otherwise it's pretty much what everybody else has sung. So here goes. Oh, our ship, she lay in harbor for 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, our ship, she lay in harbor, a ship of noted fame. She lay in Plymouth harbor, the Conway was her name. She's waiting there for orders to send us far from home. Proceeding on a voyage, lads, around the North Cape Horn. Oh, we sighted Valparaiso in 23 days. We sighted Valparaiso and had such glorious days. Them Spanish girls come aboard of us, I solemnly declare that they're far beyond them English girls with their nappy heads of hair. Oh, they're far beyond them English girls who on you will impose, who when your money it is spent, they'll pawn and sell your clothes. They're far beyond them English girls, for they are kind and true. And when your money it is all spent, some more they'll give to you. Oh, farewell to Valparaiso, oh, fare thee well a while. Likewise to all of them Spanish girls along the coast of Chile. If I do live to be paid off, I'll sit and sing this song. Oh, God bless them pretty Spanish girls I left around Cape Horn. The most altruistic hookers ever. Anyway.
Lovely singing, Liz. Super songs. Thank you. Another perfect choice. I'm just absolutely stunned by the wonderful songs we've had, one after another today. and so many different songs. Who would have known there was so many available to choose? So it's been a great thing. Right, passing on after Liz, we have up to sing Rick.
No, you've got me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Storm. I'm getting tired. Yep, we've got Storm, absolutely, because I obviously can't retain the idea we're going back to Storm for more than about 10 seconds. So we have Storm, and then we have Rick and Trevor. I have also posted in the chat, if anyone is really keen to sing a second song, please do let us know. Otherwise, we will sing you a closing song and say goodnight till next time. Anyway, but if you have a second song you're really keen to sing, please do post in the chat. Otherwise, as Storm correctly says, it's back to Storm. And then we'll have Rick and Trevor. Thank you. Storm.
Sign aboard now if you've got the heart, but know what you're in for before you start. We're going for breadfruit and tropical spice, but how we get there should make you think twice. You'll know the terrors you hoped were tales, going round the horn. You'll live on rancid meat and bread that's gone stale, going round the horn, going round the horn. When we arrive, you will be shocked to see lovely young native girls, and they are free. The men, they are friendly, the weather is warm. To get there, the captain's going south round the horn. The wind is so fierce it could sure shred the sail, going round the horn. The true hellish home of Ahab's white whale, going round the horn, going round the horn. You'll spend your days lounging under a palm, watching the sea, and the sea's always calm. But before that you will curse being born, 'cause to get there we're all going south round the horn. Your head will bleed from the barrage of hail, going round the horn. That frozen wasteland is worse than a jail, going round the horn, going round the horn. The beach, the food, and the girls are so nice. There's a reason they all call it Cook's Paradise. So sign up now for the islands we're sworn. If we've survived going south round the horn, you'll meet the mother of all living gales, going round the horn. So cold it will freeze your hand to the rail, going round the horn, going round the horn. They'll give us tattoos to help celebrate. With rum and with grog we will all toast our fate. So sign up, boys, but still I must warn, danger abound going south round the horn. The jagged eyes, the mist they do veil, going round the horn. But if you've got the heart, we cannot fail, going round the horn, going round the horn, going round the horn, going round the horn.
Perfect, Storm. Thank you.
It's by the Jolly Rogers.
Thank you. Excellent contribution. Right. Thank you. We'll move on to Rick. I think as I'm going to say, sing a version of Mollymawk, and then we'll have Trevor. I'm just waiting to hear if there's any more bits for a second song. Can't see any. All right. So, Rick, it's your turn to go, and then we'll have Trevor. Thank you.
So given how high the seas were, and how cold the wind was, and how rough the water could be, it's not surprising that not all ships made it, and not all sailors made it. So superstitions arose, particularly when the mollymock was seen flying far, far from shore and flying without flapping its wings, that is just riding air currents. So it got to be seen as a ghost. So here's a fragment of the mollymock song, and I understand someone else has done it, so my apologies. See the mollymock floating on his wide white wings, and Lord, what a lonesome song he sings, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. And he's got no compass and he's got no gear, and none can tell how the mollymock steers, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, mollymock, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. He's the ghost of a sailor man, as I've heard say, whose body sank but his soul flew away, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. And he's got no haven and he's got no home, he's bound evermore to wheel and roam, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. When I get too weary to sail no more, let my bones sink to the bottom away from shore, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. You can cast me loose and leave me drifting free, and I'll keep that mollymock company, down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn.
Wow, Rick, what lovely tender singing from you. Really lovely. I've never heard you sing better. It was really great. Thank you. Excellent. All right, Trevor, I think you might have the special honor of singing the last song, unless anyone is going to bid for a second one. Might see if Jim wants to. Right, just looking for Trevor. Number 27 must be on the next screen. Trevor, are you ready to go? And can you unmute yourself? Whichever. I can't find you on the page at all. Oh, there you go. Aha, found you. Right, Trevor, I'm just sending you the ask to unmute message. Are you still here? Are you still with us? Oh, don't say we've lost him. Okay. If anyone would like to sing another version, then they please of one we have before. Please don't hesitate to do so. Jim, was there anything you would like to sing or say before we? There doesn't seem to be a big rush of people wanting to sing a second song. Everyone's as exhausted as me. Is there anything you'd like to say or sing before we sing our closing song? You'll need to unmute.
Well, I might try something here.
Very good. It wouldn't be the same without it, would it?
Well, there are lots of possibilities actually, because there are other songs, and well, since we're planning to finish with Paddy Layback, with us trading off verses, there are a couple of versions of Paddy Layback that mention Riga balsam. In one case, it's the medicine for the pox, which it really isn't. And in the other version I've found that mentions it, he talks about sharing it with his mates. Let me expand my view here. No, Jan, show it again, but I need to be highlighted. I need to be the speaker. Can you get the view of me and Jan? I'm seeing you, Lynn. Or is that something Zoom does?
You can right click on him to get the spotlight.
Right click on the
No, she has to right click, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I've
So there's a
spotlighted
bottle
you.
of Riga balsam, which is popular with sailors in the Baltic and is generally diluted with a bit of schnapps.
Aquavit.
Aquavit, okay. And so there's also a song about it, but if you don't want to spend extra time for the song, we'll just take our sips and then I'll try my experiment that I have created.
Cheerio.
Siglas of funklerika balsam.
Årets gave fra din Gud til dig. Selvom virkningen kan være voldsom, vil den altid hjælpe dig på vej. Skål.
Yeah, the year's gift from God to you, and it will help you on your way.
Keeps the brain dry. Yeah.
Okay, I mentioned earlier that there are lots of songs with just a line or two, or maybe a verse or two, that mention Cape Horn. And I have tried putting together something, and I wonder if it will work. Let's see, I need, that's what I need. And I may try to enhance it with the concertina. I hope it helps me. It may not. Oh, all ye young towns who are cruising for sperm, come all ye jolly seamen who have rounded Cape Horn, for our captain has told us, and we hope he says true, that there's plenty of sperm whales on the coast of Peru. Were ye ever off Cape Horn, where the weather's ever warm, and all you when you wish to hell that you'd never been born, riding on a donkey? Our money's all gone, we've shipped to go to Hooda, around Cape Horn where the strong winds blow, to Hooda, Hooda, hey. And just a minute while I remind myself of another tune. There we go. Way down. No, different words. Now I wish to God I'd I wish to God I'd never been born Tilly way. To go rambling round and round Cape Horn, along sailing away. Hey, hi, oh, the Cape Horn ship, she's crowding on sail a long time ago. One night of Cape, how does that go?
I'm not quite sure.
Liverpool Judy's. One night of Cape. I've forgotten how the tune goes.
Yeah.
Somebody give me One Night of Cape.
Just a second.
Roll. It's roll. Ah. Roll, boys, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. One night of Cape Horn I shall never forget. I've got the wrong tune. Sing it again.
One night of Cape Horn. Nah, you spoiled it all now.
Just a minute. I may have it here.
I get it.
There we go. One night of Cape Horn. That's where I was trying to change the note too early. One night of Cape Horn. I will never forget.
And oft times I sigh when I think of it. We're out in Cape Horn with our main sky sunset. And twigs going under and all of us with singing row. Roll, bullets, roll, them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow.
Now we're in Desolation Bay, bring it down, hanging around from day to day, bring it down. Well, it wasn't quite smooth. But I'm curious what you think of that attempt.
It's always good to be brave, isn't it? And try something new. All right, I think we are coming to the end of the lollipop. My pal Anne has just appeared. Talk about Saved by the Bell. So I'm going to make a suggestion. Before I kind of fall over and turn into a pumpkin. So if Anne would like to sing, we'll squeeze her in. Storm has asked to sing a second song, and David may wish to sing a second song. I'm not quite sure, but if you would like to sing Mollywalk again, David, that's absolutely fine. And then we will sing our closing song. So I'm going to close entrance for the second round at this point and just whiz over initially to Anne. Anne, would you like to sing a song? It's round the horn. It's got to mention round the horn. That's the theme. But if you've got one you'd like to,
I have. However, my words have decided to go offline. I think the cat nudged the external drive.
These pesky cats. What will they do?
I know.
Type Shakespeare if they're given long enough. Oops. Okay. So, Anne, if you want to just have a couple of minutes to find your words. We'll just ask Storm if he'd like to sing his second song. David, can you make a definite decision if you'd like to sing Mollywalk? You're welcome. And then we'll come back to Anne, and then we'll sing our closing song. All right. So Storm, while Anne is having words with her cat and searching behind the cat's bottom of her tail for the words, we'll give you the chance to have a sing.
Okay. This is totally different from anything we've heard. This is Philadelphia. A lawyer I am not. Now, love, I must be honest. With you I cast my lot. I have no skill, and there's no work for me here. But I have heard there's gold out in California, dear. We're going around the horn, love, going around the horn. There's gold in California. We're going around the horn. Now is your hope for happiness with me enough? Will you come along? Even though it may be rough, we've got our families here, and I am gone, 'cause we've saved just enough for our passage round the horn. We're going around the horn, love, going around the horn. There's gold in California. We're going around the horn. Oh, overland is risky, and many don't survive. Sailing boats take longer, but then most arrive. California is our chances and our hope. Would you take your chances with me and elope? We're going round the horn, love, going round the horn. There's gold in California. We're going round the horn. We're going round the horn, love, going round the horn. There's gold in California. We're going round the horn.
Lovely Storm. Isn't it amazing? Another song we haven't heard at all. I mean, I'm just stunned by how many there are. Right. Anne, is your cat sorted?
Yep.
Right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Anne is going to sing whatever she's going to sing. Then David will sing another version of Molly Mock, and then we will sing our closing song. But we'll also test after the closing song if there is interest in running a second round. I think I will actually have to crash, but after we've done our closing song. But if anyone would like to sing a second round, either hosted by Hobbit or by Jeff, then please do declare that after we've done the closing song. Right, Anne, the floor is yours.
Chase the dog star over the sea, home where my true love is waiting for me. Rope the south wind, canvas the stars, harness the moonlight so she can safely go round the Cape Horn to Valparaiso. Red the port light, starboard the green. How will she know of the devils I've seen? Crossing the sky, star of the sea, under the moonlight, there she can safely go round the Cape Horn to Valparaiso. And every road I walked would take me down to the sea, with every broken promise in my sack, and every love would always send the ship of my heart over the rolling sea. If I should die and water's my grave, she'll never know if I'm damned or I'm saved. See the ghost fly over the sea, under the moonlight, there she can safely go round the Cape Horn to Valparaiso. Round the Cape Horn to Valparaiso. By Sting.
Wow, Anne, that was amazing. And another song we haven't heard anybody sing. Fantastic. Right, it looks like Trevor Clark has reappeared. Hi, Trevor. Wave if you can hear us.
Yeah, hi, sorry, I've been a bit busy, so I've had to duck out after
Okay.
my
Well, look,
session.
because you haven't sung, whilst you're not busy and you're here, we'll give you your song, and then we'll let David sing Molly Mock again, and we'll if you have a duplicate song, it's absolutely fine. We don't mind at all. We're always pleased to hear another version, and then we will sing our closing song. Right. So Trevor, and then David.
Okay, right. So I'll do this one. Which, hopefully, it's not a repeat, but it's one of my favourites. So here we go. In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away, South Australia round Cape Horn. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, there I met Miss Nancy Blair. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. I shook her up, I shook her down, heave away, haul away, shook her round and round the town. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. As we hove around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away, you wish to God you'd never been born. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. When we reach Australia's strand, heave away, haul away, I'll have a bottle of whiskey in me hand. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. Thought I heard the old man say, heave away, haul away, one more pull and then belay. We're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling kings, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor. And I always love the line that not only as you wallet around Cape Horn, you wish to God you'd never been born. And how true, I think that must have been personal experience as well. Right, David, Money Walk, off you go.
Yeah, I almost didn't sing this. I had my COVID today and I'm starting to flag now. So, yes, flagging the Cape Horn. One of my favourite Cape Horn songs. Now the Southern Ocean is a lonely place, where the storms are many and the shelter scarce. Down upon the Southern Ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. On the restless waters and the troubling sky, there you'll see that mollymauk wheel and fly. Down upon the Southern Ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, mollymauk? Down upon the Southern Ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. See the mollymauk riding on his wide white wings, and Lord, what a lonesome song he sings. Down upon the Southern Ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. And he's got no compass and he's got no gear, and there's none can tell you how that mollymauk's steer. Down upon the Southern Ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, mollymauk? Down upon the Southern Ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn.
Now he's the ghost of a sailorman, as I've heard say, whose body it sank, and his soul flew away. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. And he's got no haven and he's got no home. He's bound evermore for to wheel and roam. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Won't you ride the wind and go, Molly Mork? Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Now when I get too weary for to sail no more, let my bones sink better far away from shore. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Oh, you can cast me loose and leave me drifting free, and I'll keep that big bird company. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, white seabirds? Oh, won't you ride the wind and go, Molly Mork? Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn.
Thank you, David. Right, thank you.
I just love that song.
Yeah, it's a goodie. We have enjoyed it. All right, so we're going to sing a closing song then, and then we'll just test out people's enthusiasm for a second round. Hobbit has kindly agreed to chair the second round. So if you're interested, please post in the chat or let Hobbit know. Or if you need, I don't know, maybe if we take a break, we would just stop. So so we're going to go and we're singing our closing song now, and then we'll see if Hobbit's kind offer is going to be taken up. All right, Maha. So this is not going to be a song that has peaked too soon, is it, my pals? So some of us are going to unmute ourselves now, aren't we?
Yeah, Lynn, you have me starting.
I do.
But would you like to choose a key?
What?
A key to singing.
Oh, no, you choose the key. I thought you said choose a he. I'm thinking, well, I thought I chose him a while ago. But
no, I
could be wrong on that one.
I seem to recall that you said you're married.
No, I know, no, forever. I can't remember time I wasn't married. There you go. You choose whatever key you like. It's fine.
Okay. 'Twas a cold and dreary morning in December, and all of me money it was spent. Where it went to, Lord, I can't remember. So down to the shipping office I went.
Paddy lay back.
Paddy lay back.
Take in your slack.
Take in your slack.
Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
Heave a pole.
About 6 stations, boys, be handy.
Be handy.
You're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn. Now that day there was a great demand for sailors.
For sailors.
For the colonies, for Frisco and for France.
France.
So I shipped aboard the Limey Bark, the Hotspur.
Got
paralytic drunk on my advance.
Paddy lay back.
No, Rich turn now.
Okay.
Your Patty lay back, take in the slack, take in the slack. Take a turn around the
Linn should be
capstan,
doing the
heave a
echo.
pole. About ship station, boys, be handy.
Be
We're bound for Valparaiso round the Horn. Now some of us fellas had been drinking, and I myself was heavy on the booze.
The booze.
So I sat upon me old sea chest a-thinking. I'd turn into me bunk and have a snooze.
A snooze. Patty lay back.
Patty lay back.
Take in your slack.
Take in your slack.
Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
Heave a pole.
Bout ship station, boys, be handy.
Be handy.
We're bound for Valparaiso
around the Horn.
Jim.
You know the verse.
Jim, it's your verse next. Oh no, it's my verse, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up in the morning sick and sorrow. I knew that we was outward bound
again.
When I heard a voice a-bawling at the door. Lay after you sought an answer to your name.
Your name.
Patty lay back.
Patty lay back.
Take in your slack.
Take in your slack.
Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
Heave a pole.
Bout ship station, boys, be handy.
Be handy.
We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn.
Well, 'twas on the quarter deck when I first saw 'em. Such an ugly event you've never seen before. There was a bum and stiff from every quarter. It made me poor old heart feel sick and sore.
Patty lay back.
Patty lay back.
Take in your slack.
Take in your slack.
Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
Heave a pole. About ship station, boys, be handy.
We are bound for Valparaiso
around the Horn.
Well, I knew that in me box I had a bottle. By the boarding master was put there. And I needed something for to get me throttle. Something to drive away all care.
Don't care, Patty lay back.
Take in your slack.
You're the echo now. Patty lay back.
Patty lay back.
Take in your slack.
Take in your slack.
Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
Heave a pole.
About ship stations, boys, be handy.
Be handy.
We're bound for Valparaiso round the Horn. Now, Rich.
Oh, so down upon me knees I went like thunder. Put me hand into the bottom of me box. There, to me great surprise and wonder. Found only a bottle of medicine for the pox.
Patty lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole. Bout ship station, boys, be handy. We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn.
Oh, then I wished I was back in the Jolly Sailor. Along with Irish Kate a-drinking beer. And then I thought what a jolly chaps were sailors. And with me flipper I wiped away a tear.
That's here, Patty lay back. Take in your slack. Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
About
ship
station, boys,
be handy.
We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn.
Oh, but here I was once more again at sea, boys. The same old ruddy story over again. Oh, stamp around the capstan, give a cheer, boys. And sing again this dear old sweet refrain.
Patty lay back. Take in your slack.
Take
a turn around the capstan, heave a pole. Bout ship station, boys, be handy.
Be handy.
We're bound for Valparaiso around the Horn.
round the horn.
We are tinkers, we are tailors, and the fireman's the cook, and they couldn't sing a shanty off the books.
Off the books.
What a bunch of hoodlums shipping round Cape Horn.
Cape Horn.
Not a man in the bunch could sing a song.
Sing a song, Paddy lay back.
Paddy lay back.
Take in your slack.
Take in your slack.
Take a turn around the capstan, heave a pole.
Heave a pole.
About ship station, boys, be handy.
Be handy.
We're bound for Valparaiso round the Horn. Yes, we're bound for Valparaiso round the Horn.
Thank you, friends.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that was downright authentic sounding.
It was an experiment. Thank you all, and it was great fun.
We were all fighting the storm around Cape Horn.
Exactly, and the allocations and reallocations, but in another year it will be perfect, of course. So I am going to hand over the baton to Hobbit now. It's been absolutely marvelous and amazing. I've enjoyed it all hugely, and I want to thank everybody for all the hard work that they've put into supporting today, and PMFF for sponsoring it, and all of you for coming and joining in, and all the absolutely amazing songs. The variety of songs we've had has been absolutely spellbinding. So thank you all very, very much. And
I have to take off, but I wanted to say on behalf of PMFF, thanks to Lynn and to Jim and to the Yorktown Folk Festival for making this happen. It's been wonderful. I hope it happens again next year.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for your support too, Jeff. It's been great having you here.
And thanks to everybody who's enjoying the live part of the festival too.
Yeah, we hope it's gone hugely successfully, and we look forward to hearing more about it, which I'm sure we will soon. So, merci hula dunya. Thank you all for joining in, and enjoy another second half if you've all got the energy. It's been a blast. Thank you.
Night all.
Yeah, thank you all.